In the still of a pre-dawn morning in 2009, a virtually unknown cryptographic experiment called Bitcoin sprang to life with a quietly profound assertion. The Times, Dio 3 Jan 2009 Chancellor, on brink of second bailout for banks. Embedded in the genesis block of this new digital currency by its enigmatic creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, this headline from the Times was not merely decorative. It was a clarion call for a financial revolution, one promising an architecture immune to the control and corruption, all too familiar in the traditional banking sector. But over a decade later, the question arises: is Bitcoin truly as uncensorable as its progenitors dreamt? The following discourse seeks to unravel this question, teasing out the filaments of truth from the complex weave of technology, ideology, and real-world encounters that define Bitcoin's quest for uncensorable status. Inherent design, exploring Bitcoin's decentralized nature. Bitcoin's foundational principle lies in its decentralized architecture, which distributes data across a network of computers. No single entity controls the network, making unilateral censorship exceedingly difficult. This design was intended as a direct rebuttal to the concentrated power of centralized financial institutions. This graphic representation of Bitcoin's decentralized system illustrates nodes scattered across the globe, each maintaining a complete ledger of transactions. This is the heart of its resistance mechanism. The blockchain technology underlying Bitcoin records every transaction on a public ledger, replicated across thousands of nodes. This not only ensures transparency, but also means that modifying information retroactively would require overwhelming computational power, a near impossible feat. Historical antecedents, significant tests of Bitcoin censorship resistance. Throughout its history, Bitcoin has faced several critical tests that have challenged its claim to censorship resistance. From governmental crackdowns to the silencing of voices within its own community, each incident provides insight into the robustness of Bitcoin's infrastructure. A timeline visually breaks down key events like China's mining bans or the scaling debates, emphasizing their impact on the network. One other notable event was the block size debate, which culminated in a split of the network in 2017. This was a pivotal moment that tested the democratic underpinnings of Bitcoin's protocol and showed that while influence might shift, the system's underlying uncensorable nature remained intact. Network dynamics, how decentralization fosters resistance. The true strength of Bitcoin's design lies in the mechanics of its operation. Each node in the network holds veto power, able to reject changes to the software if not in agreement. This setup engenders a level of security and autonomy foundational to Bitcoin's uncensorability. Nodes interact through consensus protocols, necessitating widespread agreement for changes, an inherently resistant structure to unilateral control. Yet, this decentralization brings its own set of challenges. Coordination among nodes, especially in times of necessary upgrades or when malicious actors try to influence proceedings, remains a delicate dance. Regulatory friction, governmental attempts at control. Regulations manifest as the most palpable threats to Bitcoin's ethos of decentralization. Nations have attempted various strategies, from outright bans to sophisticated legal frameworks, aiming to corral the renegade currency within traditional confines. This global overview depicts regions with restrictive, permissive, or undefined Bitcoin regulations, highlighting the disparate worldwide approaches. Instances like India's indecisiveness over cryptocurrency regulations elucidate the ongoing struggle between innovation and control, revealing the friction points in Bitcoin's journey towards wider acceptance. Technological vulnerabilities, weak spots in the Bitcoin ecosystem. Censorship can also emerge through technological channels, particularly via attacks on the software or the physical hardware that supports the network. The distributed denial of service, or DDoS. Attacks on major exchanges serve as a testament to the vulnerabilities still present. The rising frequency of these attacks underscores the ongoing risks within the ecosystem, exposing chinks in the armor Bitcoin must fortify. Despite the secure blockchain, the nodes themselves, often operated in data centers under jurisdictional laws, are points where pressures can be applied, subtly shifting the narrative towards potential censorship scenarios. Economic stakeholders, influence of miners and exchanges. Miners and exchanges represent critical nodes in the economic landscape of Bitcoin. Their operational decisions can sway the network significantly, potentially introducing biases or influences that could veer towards censorship. This chart shows the concentration of hashing power in major mining pools, suggesting how significant their role is in the network's overall health and integrity. The economic incentives tied to mining and trading create a complex interplay where ideals of decentralization are continuously tested against the realities of market-driven behaviors. Future prospects, enhancing uncensorability. As Bitcoin matures, the community continues to innovate, addressing vulnerabilities and strengthening its censorship-resistant features. Layer 2 technologies like the Lightning Network promise to enhance scalability and privacy, potentially making censorship even more challenging. This diagram illustrates how the Lightning Network operates atop the Bitcoin blockchain, enabling faster and more private transactions. Moreover, advancements in cryptographic techniques and decentralized finance, DeFi platforms, are pushing the boundaries of what's possible within the Bitcoin ecosystem. These developments are not just technical upgrades. They are also strategic moves to safeguard Bitcoin's foundational principle of uncensorability. Global implications: what Bitcoin means for financial sovereignty. Bitcoin's promise of financial sovereignty echoes around the globe, particularly in regions where trust in traditional financial institutions is low. By providing an alternative, Bitcoin empowers individuals, offering a form of money that is potentially beyond the reach of restrictive governments and corporations. This map shows varying levels of Bitcoin adoption, with notable upticks in regions experiencing economic instability or hyperinflation. The broader implications of Bitcoin's resistance to censorship extend beyond technology into the realms of social, political, and economic discourse. As more individuals and institutions engage with Bitcoin, its role in shaping the future contours of global finance continues to evolve, challenging the established norms and offering a blueprint for a more decentralized and equitable financial system. In conclusion, Bitcoin's journey from a radical idea in the depths of the 2008 financial crisis to a globally recognized financial asset is a testament to its resilience and the visionary architecture laid down by Satoshi Nakamoto. While challenges to its uncensorable nature exist, stemming from technological, regulatory, and economic quarters, the ongoing evolution of the network suggests a robust capacity for adaptation and resistance. As such, Bitcoin not only reflects the current state of financial sovereignty and the decentralization, but also actively shapes its future, continuously testing the limits of what is possible in a digitally interconnected world. Bitcoin, by design and through its community's vigilance, remains a formidable bastion against censorship, embodying the ideals of a financial system that is open, transparent, and, most crucially, resistant to control. As this digital currency grows in acceptance and sophistication, it promises not only to redefine money, but also to offer a new narrative on freedom and resistance in an increasingly interconnected world.